I'm Jody Davis, and my company, Jody Davis Design, which I design a collection of women's dresses, primarily dresses. I have a boutique in downtown Baltimore, 110 West Saratoga, and I have a website, jodydavisdesigns.com. I'm honored to be standing in front of you guys, giving you pointers and tips on running a business, funding, those type of things for me. Oh, there I go again, not using PowerPoint. So I'll just touch on a little. Like with Matt, my thing is you have an idea, okay, you got an idea. So you got a plan. What are your plans? How are you going to get your idea to the market? And then you got to take action, because there's lots of people with ideas and goals, but if you don't take action, what happens? Nothing. Then, as you plan and you get the business up and running, you want to keep your overhead costs low, because starting out, the question is, do you go for funding, do you ask for loans or grants, or do you use your own money? You want to keep the overhead costs, your expenses. Like say with me, I started out in my basement so that I wouldn't have the leasing costs, or the gas and electric and all those type of things. So you want to keep your overhead low until you develop a client base who's willing to pay for your product. Once you get a client base that's willing to pay for your product, then you have to think about putting a price on your product. It's easy to say, oh, I want to sell my dress for $100, but if it costs me $80 to produce the dress, is that $20 going to help me cover all of my other expenses? So you want to learn how to put the price on your product, and you want to be confident in putting the price on your product. And finding every client is not your client, every market is not your market. You want to, let me see. I'm using it. Oh, for an example, let's just say my overhead costs. I have my leasing costs, my gas and electric, my phone, all of those things, but then you have other costs, like these bags. They didn't come free. So how much is your bag going to cost? The tissue paper. How much is the tissue paper going to cost? I have a couple of dresses in here. How much did it cost me for the hangers, the product, for the hang tags, for the material itself? So all of those things is a cost that goes into how much you should put the price tag on your garments. Or like Matt said, I'm offering a product. So it costs a lot more when you're offering a product to bring it to the market than if you're doing a service. Let's just see. Let me get back to. And once the business is up and running, we spoke about that earlier in reference to building your client base. The goal is to continue to sell and to continue to build a client base, because say you have a client that has purchased, for me for example, I have a client that has purchased garments from me. She may have purchased 4 or 5 pieces from the collection. So I have to keep reinventing new clients, because that same client is not going to keep coming back. So you want to figure out how can you keep generating new clients, new business, referrals, social media. All of these things is out there in the universe right now to keep your income going. And the whole goal is, yes, I'm passionate about what I do, but I also want to make money. I want to make a living. And the last thing is to develop relationships. You want to develop relationships with the vendors that you're purchasing product from. Even Matt, he's developing relationships with people that he's buying his exercise equipment, those type of things. For me, it's building relationships with people I'm buying my fabrics, my notions, my trims, my shopping bags, all those things. And you also want to develop relationships with other business owners or other people that may have a service or product that may complement your service or product, so that you can interchange. Say with Terry, and she'll speak in a minute, she's in the food industry. Everybody wants to eat, but nobody's walking around in the news. So, you may want to say, oh, Terry has some clients, she may refer clients to me, and vice versa. So you want to just keep the cycle going. Yeah, that's it. And Terry will be next.